Hey everyone, it's Jack here again for Hattons, and thanks very much for joining us. We've got a bit of breaking news for you today. Heljan's just announced a brand new Class 45 locomotive in double O gauge. So there's 14 different variations available to pre-order right now on our website, and they're £143.65 each for the pristine ones, and then there's a couple of weathered versions in there which are £152.15. So there's a lot to say about these really, with so many different variations being released. They're covering both the 45/0 and the 45/1 variations in this release, and there's quite a lot of detailing and a lot of features that I'll let you know. So let's take a look through and see what this announcement's all about. So there are 4 major tooling variations that Heljan has catered for with this. They're covering both the as-built 45/0 locomotives and the later modified 45/1s. They're covering, with the 45/0s, the split centre head code versions, which have vacuum brakes and steam heating. They're also covering the sealed beam end versions of the 45/0s. And then when it comes to the 45/1s, they're covering the sealed beam versions again, and also the ones that were fitted with high intensity headlights. Now, there's quite a lot of detail differences between each locomotive as well, so Heljan's covered quite a lot of stuff here. They're going to have open or plated boiler steps and roof hatches. There's going to be body side grills, or plated panels, or a combination of both of them, depending on which locomotive there is. There's going to be original or the modernised underframe tanks relative to the 45/0s and the later built models. And there's going to be optional inner sandboxes and boiler hatch covers. Now, that's not even a comprehensive list. There is going to be even further detailed variations than that as well. Right, so let's move on to the general features. Now, Heljan have let us know that it's, of course, going to be a very highly detailed model, this. And there's going to be a lot of separately fitted parts throughout the body shell and on the underframe as well. There's a full depth cab interior there as well. Each one is digital ready with a 21-pin socket, and they are also capable of having a sound speaker installed. Each one has independent head and tail lights as well as cab lighting too, and that's all independently controllable. And of course there'll be NEM couplings there. So I've got my list here in front of me, and we'll go through each variation that Heljan has announced today. So first of all, we've got our selection of 45/0, which, as you remember, is your as-built locos. So the first code is 45100. That's D31 in British Royal Green with no yellow panels and the split centre head code. Secondly, we've got 45101, which is D57 in British Royal Green with small yellow panels and the split centre head code. We've got 45104 next, which is number 64, Coldstream Guardsman in BR Blue with the split centre head code. 45300, which is 45003 in BR Blue with the sealed beam marker lights. 45304, which covers 45033 Sirius in British Royal Blue with the sealed beam marker lights, and this one's got a Tinsley painted nameplate, and this is also a weathered version as well. Now we're moving on to the later modified 45/1 locomotives. So we've got code 45402, which covers number 45133 in British Rail with the British Rail Blue with the sealed beam marker lights. We've got 45501, which is 45106 in British Rail Tour Green with sealed beam marker lights and Tinsley depot plaques. And then we've got 45502, which is 45118 in British Rail Blue with an orange Cantrell stripe and sealed beam marker lights. Now, Olivia's Trains of Sheffield have actually commissioned 6 of their own variants as well, which are all unnumbered, and they will actually be able to purchase via Hattons as well, which is all available to look at now on the website. So, as I say, these are all unnumbered. They've got 4 original 45/0s in BR Early Green with vacuum brake and steam heating. We've got BR Early Green again, but with small yellow panels. We've got BR Economy Green with small yellow panels. and then we've got BR Blue with full yellow ends with the sealed beam marker lights on it. And then we move on to the two 45/1s. We've got BR Blue with full yellow ends with sealed beam ends, and another one, but this time with the high intensity headlight. Right, so if you're not too familiar with the Class 45, I'll go through a little bit of the history for you. So 127 were built in total between 1960 and 1962. Now these were developments of the earlier Class 44 locomotives. There were 10 of those, and they were all named after English and Welsh mountains, which is why the entire class of the 44s, 45s, and the later Class 46s were all called peaks, because they were named after British mountains. Well, the 44s were anyway. These were all built at British Rail Engineering, Derby and Crewe, and eventually in the future they did modify quite a section of the class, about 50 I believe, into 45/1 variation locos, which had electric train heating installed instead of the steam heating which the original ones had. So the class was originally built to work on the Midland Main Line, and they primarily worked on services at a London St Pancras passenger services right across the Midlands. And they were also used on quite a variety of freight work too. Now, there were some teething problems with the class at first, but it was found that the performance that they had massively outshadowed their steam forebearers, which they replaced on the line. So they had a top speed of 90 mile an hour, and they could get there pretty quickly. So it really did help to speed up the services along the line. By the 1980s, HSTs had come in and they completely displaced the peaks on the line. So they had to find work elsewhere, and they moved on over to the North Transpennine line. So they worked across the north to cities like Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle, York, to name but a few, really. So they became quite powerful and reliable class, and obviously they ended up working over quite a lot of the country. By the end of the 80s, though, their time was nigh, and they were withdrawn by the end of 1989. Thankfully, though, there has been 12 preserved, and you can see those are quite a variety of heritage lines, and sometimes even in mainline operation across the UK. And the beauty of the Class 45 is there's quite a few sort of celebrity locomotives there, so there's plenty of scope for Heljan to produce further models in the future, aside from the quite large selection that they've presented us with today. That kind of rounds off the history of the class for you. So there's little more to say than all of the locomotives I detailed earlier are all available on our website now. If you click the link in the description below, you'll be able to see them all, or if you head to hattons.co.uk on the homepage, all the information you need is right there. So I'll be interested to see what you guys think in the comments about the new loco. Make sure to let us know your thoughts below. Leave a like and click subscribe, or wherever you're watching it, let us know what you thought. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks very much.